start taking part in the most leading edge conferences that are happening on this area, one of which that's coming up is called Web 2009 at the Center for Dialogue in a couple of weeks. And interestingly, it's a conference on combining CAD/CAM design with urban design. And it always happens in Vancouver. Vancouver happens to be a center for this type of thing. Our group talked about a range of things, common question, data formats. And we looked at some of the common ubiquitous types like comma-separated files and the issues of structured data versus unstructured data. PDF, for example, is quite unstructured. It's a binary blob, a proprietary open standard that is sometimes hard to capture structured data from. And so the city, in creating documents of any kind, might consider working with more structured data. And by that I mean data that's indexable, that is more than just bold, underline, and italic. Might have chapter headings and so forth. I know they're pretty good at that there. We had a couple of case studies. Someone wanted to know where they were most likely to get a ticket and where they could get cheaper parking than on the street. Another person said, I'd like to know what people are reading, which is kind of neat.
Anonymized library data.
Yeah. And the matter came up about distributing data, and someone said, well, maybe if someone takes data in one form and changes it into KML, they could have to promise to give it back. And thought about that a little bit and said, maybe if the city gives out data, it should be under the GPL3, where there was an obligation to pass it forward and keep it open. And we had a couple of case studies too, one of which was conceptually a public amenity. Let's say right now the city has an initiative not to have bottled water. So maybe we decide to have some drinking fountains so everyone can take a drink, and that's going to cost money, and you need a convenient location. So
back to the 19th century, the Victorians.
Exactly. And keeps coming back again. So in order to do that, you might want to do something in Google Maps. You want to log in, and people are thirsty on the bus. So you want to know where the bus stops are. Well, that's TransLink. And you want to know times of day and traffic, and you're going to put it, is it on public property? Is it on federal, municipal, civic, or even private property? Because the city is very complicated, so there's different layers. And maybe you had a team of people that wanted to improve the city, and instead of asking for data and asking for information from the city, or writing to a councillor, or saying please, they would like to give something to the city that's beyond participating in a feedback session. Maybe they want to create an online application for the city, or create a new way to look at the city. And comment was made, people that are playing, I love the title of this workshop, by the way, Sandbox, and it's a nice new addition to this conference, to be brainstorming as groups. Because what I know from playing in this realm is that people all over the world, in cities all over the world, even in ancient towns, are doing exactly what we're doing. And they're trying to think of ways to create better cities and deal with the issues like climate change, issues like transit and pollution. So the real question is not what the city can do, but what we can do, and how we can begin to see ourselves as all contributors, not only to our own city, but through what we're doing here to impact the world.